Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Are you guys ready for the next, what is this, part 4? 5? I don't remember. Anywho, of Finish It Friday. I am super excited because, oh no, I dropped my, okay. What I am showing you that I finished today is Mr. Robert Reed. He is adorable. And let me tell you, when I finished this, I so badly wanted to just be like, you know what? I can whip out his sister and get that done and just, you know, surprise you guys and show you all of it. And I was like, no, I don't have time because I need to finish on my tutorial and I need to film this and I need to film that and this and that. And I was like, no, I'll write it down and I'll add it to the list of items to add to the Finish It Friday leftover containers. My leftover container box next time. So I wrote it down on my list. The next time if I draw that face, or the head, I will make the sister. But without further ado, let me show you Mr. I gotta fix his hair. Mr. Robert Reed. And I did find the right head. I knew I had it. There's a difference between one has teeth and one doesn't have teeth. The one that has teeth is called a toothy doll head, and I can't remember the other one right now. But anyway, here is Mr. Robert Reed. Isn't he adorable? I love his face. And I have to say, I wanted to take control of this pattern and not follow it the way it was written because I thought, you know what? It's not right. It's going to have an error. And I thought, no, don't. You can't assume every older pattern is going to have errors. And it didn't. I followed it the way it was supposed to be and it turned out so cute. So I stuck with the traditional way that I do the heads and the dolls that I do that have the plastic heads and the crocheted bodies. So what I do is I take a water bottle, you know, just like a normal sized water bottle, and I cut the top off and I cut the bottom off, and then I make a cut up the side and I roll it and then I shove it inside the head and then attach the head to the, in this case, it's just a crocheted body. There's not a difference between a crocheted body and clothes. It's just all one piece. So then I put the shirt on and then stuffed around that a water bottle and then fully stuffed the rest of the bottle, or the rest of the body. And then it's very interesting. I have never done a pattern that had a body like this. So a lot of the times when you crochet a doll body, right, you have the, well, one of two ways, right? You're going to have a solid body that you just decrease, close it up, attach the legs, or you have one that you, well, 3 bodies I should say, or you have one that you work and you decrease, and then at a certain point you separate the stitches, kind of like a pair of pants, like if you're crocheting pants, and then you crochet the legs and then go to the feet. Or you'll have one where you just crochet down so far. Oh man, I wish I had my doll next to me and I could show you what I'm talking about. But you crochet down so far and then you just fasten off and then you take the pieces, stitch it shut, sew it, and then you can attach the legs or sew the legs into your stitches. However, this is completely different. This, man, I thought it had a picture, but I don't think it did. So this, you stopped with so many stitches at the bottom. So you like crocheted a base like this, and you just crocheted it, and then you stopped. You fastened off, and then you came to the back, and then you crocheted like it started like this, and then it slowly came to like that, like this kind of shape off the back. So it was like this, and then you just folded it over and stitched it shut. And I was like, that is so creative, and whoever would have thought that that was going to work, because I did not want to do that. I was like, I thought I have crocheted 100 doll bodies. I'm not going to do it like that because that's not going to work. And it did. I could not believe it, but it did. It worked. You guys probably can't see it. Well, yeah, there you can. just this little shape, and you just stitch it shut, stitch for stitch, and it shut perfectly. It left a little seam that you attach the legs on, and there you go. And then the arms, I wanted to stitch the arms into the body because that's I love doing that. That's the perfect way to do it. They come out great. Well, again, I said to myself, no, follow the pattern like it says. Don't try to do what you want to do. Follow the pattern. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because it never would have worked out because the way the pattern is written for the shirt. Anywho, so I just did the legs, stitched them shut at the top, and then just sewed them on there. And actually, believe it or not, there was only a few of ends I weaved in. I would say, like, the major ends I weaved in. The rest of it I just stuffed inside. His arms aren't even stuffed. It's all the ends from the color changes. I just stuffed all the ends in there and sewed it shut. And he came out perfect. So I'm going to add him to my little collection. And then I think what I'm going to do, you know, because the new year and everything, I think what I'm going to do is at the end of the year have like a showcase and show everything I've made through the entire year. And I'm up to 3 so far. I have Robert Reed, Pete, and I didn't name her. I'm going to have to come up with a name for her. Anyway. All right, so that is Mr. Robert Reed. Let's draw and see what we get this time. I'm still, fingers crossed, I am still so ready to get one of those corner-to-corner Afghans that has the Grafghan, because I want to do one so bad. And if I sound a little nasally, I've had for like the last 2 days, my sinuses have been kind of bothering me a little bit, so I didn't know if I was coming down with something or not. Got it. Okay. All right. I'm not going to look at it. I folded these very, very well because some of them are a little hard to open. All right, we have, dang it! Doll body again. All right, I'm going to put that in my little bag. Uh-oh, dang it. Let me get that folded back up the way I had it. Great. I am never going to get that. Oh, there. Okay. Doll body. So another doll body. That makes me kind of happy because I like doing them. Ooh, sorry. I bet that was super loud. Okay, crochet doll body. Let's see what we get. Actually, there is one I have in mind that I really hope I get. And I'm going to show you just in case. If it is what I draw, I'm going to be so excited. I have a pattern to make a baby doll for these heads, like these kind of heads. And I really hope I get it because I want to make it. But we will see. We will see. Oh, it's a dumpling. Okay, so it's a dumpling doll that's like a small one. And man, I have a lot of patterns to go through for that. But off the top of my head, excuse me, off the top of my head, I have one. Man. I'm trying to think. I remember Matt and I went to an antique store. And it had been one of those days that we went to a few of them and nothing. I could not find anything I liked or anything that I wanted to spend money on. And the very last one that we went to, or that we planned on going to, like the very last booth, I found this unopened kit for a dumpling doll. And I think it was a little head. And it's blue. It's got blue hair. I should just make that one. You know what? I am going to pause my video. Let me put my stuff up. I'm going to pause my video and I'm going to go find that because if I remember right, it has the yarn I need. It has the doll head. It has the hands and the pattern. And I think it's a small one because why the reason I keep saying small is because there's like 4 different sized dumpling doll heads that I have. I have ones that are like that big. than the ones that are like the normal size for all the dumpling dolls that I call them dumpling dolls. What their real name, I don't know. I've heard them called 1,000 different things. But it's the Lollipop Lane and the Cupcake Corner dolls that I did. It's that size. And then I have a size that's a little bit bigger than that. And then I have like two, maybe 3 that are like, I'm not kidding, maybe that big. They're huge. And I don't know if I put that size in there, but they are huge doll. And I have the hands to go. Anywho, let me go see if I can find that, because I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm going to go find it. All right, I found it. Well, I have it all in a Ziploc bag so I don't lose it. But, uh-oh, it's opening at the top. This is it. So this is, I don't know if it has a name. It's just called, oh boy. There is a lot of felt in this. Holy cow, I did not know that. And it looks like her name is Debbie. Right there. Look at all that felt. All right. Yep, her name is Debbie. I think the cat kicked my door open. Anyway, please read all instructions carefully. All right, give me just a second. I gotta shut that door. Okay, sorry about that. Anywho, so we have Miss Debbie, and you can see, look at her little feet. I love that. The buttons on the side, that's cute. And then looks like a felt dress, and then we have a felt hat. All right, so I got the pattern here. Colors used, blue, white, and black. A size D crochet hook. I have no idea what a D hook is. Let's see, is an E 3.5 maybe? So is that maybe a 3mm hook? I don't know. So I'll read through this. Oh, look, it gives. Oh. Do you use that to cut? Okay, I can figure this out. I can do that myself. Anyway, so I've got all the templates, which we'll see. I'll probably just draw them myself so I don't ruin this pattern, because I shouldn't do that, because I would have to cut, a portion of the pattern to be able to get those shapes, and I don't think those are actual shapes. Maybe, I don't know. Anywho, so there's that. Oh, the felt is all, thank you, thank you, thank you. The felt already has the shapes on it, so I just have to, oh, that's awesome. And look at that needle that's holding that. That looks like super sharp. Oh yeah, and there's no rust on it. Perfect. And then we have the yarn, which you can definitely tell that's an older yarn. Man, that is thick. That is super thick. That is going to make a sturdy little doll. Oh, look at the embroidery floss. What's that for? Maybe sewing the... It's kind of hard to tell, but it almost looks like right there. Like maybe that's embroidery floss. So maybe that's what we use to sew the felt together. Oh, Fuzzy butt. My cat's in here. Come here, Fuzzy. Come here, Fuzzy. Come here. Get up here. This is my old man. He sleeps with me every night. He's got to be with me everywhere I go. All right, so here is the tiny little doll head. Oh my goodness. Look how little it is. And the little bitty hands. I need to shut this. There is a filter that keeps coming on, off and on and off and on, and it's driving me nuts, and I forgot to shut it off. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, it looks like it has long hair. I don't know if I've ever seen one that has long hair before. Look how tiny. Oh, look how little bitty these hands are. Look at that. Polyfill. Oh, it's a crochet hook. It says D or 3. So maybe I am right. D is a 3mm, and it has like the Susan Bates head on it, which I'm a Clover girl, but I'll put that in my little stash. And then we just have a small amount of black and white, and it looks like it's tied into a knot like that. That is cool. So this is little Miss Debbie. This makes me super excited just thinking that at the end of the year when I do like a showcase and show all of this, how excited this makes me. Oh, the smell. I love the smell of old doll heads. It does have long hair. Look at that. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one with long hair like that. There's something at the top. Oh, it's a piece of the plastic. All right, I'm going to shake this off camera. Look at her hair. Does her hair look like... Her hair does not look like that. Look at the picture. Look at her hair. I love that. And you know what the cool thing is? I have... I'm pretty sure I put it up. I think I put it up. But I have a yellow one. Let's see. Was it yellow? And maybe an orange one that's this small with the hands to it. And yeah, if I happen to draw that again, little piece came off, I can use this same pattern. Maybe put her little hair in a little hair tie. I'm excited. All right, so in the next Friday, you guys will be seeing Miss Deb. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss what's next. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.